Hello, welcome again. We are studying the special module launched by NCRT named as Partition Horror Remembrance Day. The next topic in this module is course of events. So first event or course of event is Lahore Resolution, March 1940. The Muslim League passed the Lahore Resolution, formally demanding separate sovereign state for Muslims within British India. Over time, this evolved into the demand for Pakistan. The Congress rejected it, and the British Viceroy Lord Linlithgow also categorically dismissed the idea. So next event was Cripps Mission 1942. Sent from London, the Cripps Mission proposed the Dominion status for India, under which the British Crown would remain the formal head of state, while Indians would have full internal autonomy. However, provinces were given the option to join or not join the Dominion. The Congress rejected this proposal, and while the Muslim League welcomed it. Now, in between there is statement by Shri Aurobindo, Yogi philosopher, and his statement was: the partition must go. Let it be a temporary and not a permanent dismemberment. The partition of the country must be removed. For that, I consider the present division of the country as a temporary expedient. I do not believe that the division will last. For it, for if it lasts, India may seriously weaken, even crippled. Civil strife may remain always possible, possibly leading to a new and more disastrous partition. That must not be. The partition must go. 15 August 1947. The next event was Cabinet Mission 1946. The Cabinet Mission, again from London, offered a compromise to keep India united. It proposed a federation with three groups of provinces: Group A Hindu majority and Group B and C Muslim majority, with significant autonomy. The central government would control defense, foreign affairs and communications. This way, India would remain one country. Initially, the Congress accepted the proposal but later backtracked. In response to this reversal, Jinnah furiously declared direct action day on 16 August 1946, explicitly stating to use violence to enforce the Pakistan demand. Jinnah declared, we have taken the most historic decision. The League has hitherto used only constitutional means. Today we have posed a pistol and are in a position to use it. BP Menon, the transfer of power in India, PP 286 to 87. Within just 2 to 3 days of this direct action, about 6,000 people were killed in Calcutta. The violence was organized by the Muslim League and its local government led by Chief Minister Hussain Suharwardi. This seemingly strengthened Jinnah's claim that if the Pakistan demand was not accepted, India would face rule, divide India or destroyed India. The next event was Mountbatten Plan, 3 June 1947. Upon assuming the office of Viceroy in March 1947, Lord Mountbatten held continuous consultation with senior Congress leaders Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and Muslim League chief Muhammad Ali Jinnah. He found Jinnah adamant on the demand for Pakistan. Meanwhile, Nehru and Patel had mentally come to reconcile to the idea of partition as a solution to so many troubles. Seeing this, Mountbatten presented his plan on 3 June 1947 for the transfer of power. It included partitioning India to create Pakistan as a separate country for Muslims. The princely states were given the choice to accede either to India or Pakistan. The transfer of power was scheduled for 15 August 1947. Nehru and Patel accepted partition to avoid civil war and anarchy. Once they did, Gandhi too gave up his opposition. In fact, on 14 June 1947, Gandhi specially attended the Congress Working Committee meeting to persuade the members to accept partition even though he was not a member of that committee. The majority of the working committee were proposed to partition, but Gandhi convinced the senior sorry were opposed to partition, but Gandhi convinced senior Congress leader to accept it. Speech at AICC meeting 14 June 1947. The next topic is who was responsible for partition, that we will study in next video.